I thought I would speak about being the first person in my family to go to university. I still remember when we first started applying to university at school, and most of my friends were talking about applying to the same universities that their parents had gone to, and they all seemed to know about the process and what university was like. And to be honest, I didn't really know anything about it. So I decided to apply to a range of universities, and one of my teachers at school told me I should apply to Oxford. So I did. I applied to study politics, philosophy and economics, PPE. There was quite a long application process. The first thing was having to write my personal statement, and I spent ages writing that. I redrafted it about 10 times, and every time my teachers looked at it and suggested improvements. But eventually I was really happy with the finished product, because the personal statement is what the admissions tutors at universities read to decide if they would like to offer you a place or not. So once I sent off the application form, I got a letter back, and it came just before Christmas, saying that I'd been invited to an interview. So off I went to my Oxford interview, and I got told when I got there I would be there probably for 2 days. And at the end of the second day, they called us all into the room, and they said that some people were being sent home, but they didn't say whether they were successful or not. They just said they were being sent home, and other people were asked to stay, and I got asked to stay. And I then went to another 2 colleges for interviews. So in total I had about 6 interviews, and I was there for a whole week, and I was getting really worried. I was like, oh my God, they're not going to offer me a place. Why do they keep wanting to speak to me? But eventually, in the last interview, I think I impressed the professor. He was a philosophy professor, and I walked into the room, and the first thing he said to me was, "Is it hot in here?" And I thought about the question. It was a really hot day, and I thought, well, yeah, it is. But instead of saying yes, it is, I said, well, it depends what you mean by hot. And then we had a discussion for about 15 minutes about what hot and cold means, and when does hot become cold. And I think he was quite impressed by that, so that's the reason why I got offered a place. And I still remember my first day at university. I turned up, and I didn't know what to expect. The buildings were amazing. There were a lot of people around that spoke very properly, quite a lot of posh people, I think. And I turned up, and someone showed me to my room. And the nicest thing about university was they paired all of the new students, the freshers as they call them, they paired us all up with a boy and a girl in the year above. And they were our college mum and dad. And a college mum and dad, each of them had their own college mum and dad in the year above. So we had our own little college family. And at the end of the first day, my aunts and my uncles and my college grandparents all came and introduced myself. And it was a really nice way of getting to know just a few of the students on my courses. And that was my application process to university.